since you ended it. It's showing. That shit
Shoot.
was
It was.
yeah.
Oh,
Right,
when you moved
right
her.
in that.
Yeah.
Cause I wanted to put my foot on it, but they go see my little ass shoe.
Okay, we back. We back. We back. Okay, I had to switch phones because the live ended from this phone, which is weird. Okay, so the last question that we were on was about how you resolve conflicts in your relationship. Hold on, let me really. Yeah. So Tasia was saying, one, you gotta feed her 1st, and then if she's in the wrong, she's gonna apologize. Me, I need some counseling. I feel like I'm in therapy.
Well, I think I self-therapeutic myself.
So
I don't know. It's hard to ask somebody their opinion because I'm not gonna do what you say, but I'm gonna listen to what you said. So either I do it or I don't.
I feel like it depends on how you bring the conflict to me. I don't like conflict.
Yeah, I'm just.
So if you come aggressive,
Oh wait.
I shut down.
Yeah.
I shut down with aggressive. If you come like with a kind tone, you know, the truth hurt anybody. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like the truth just hits you in the chest sometimes. But yeah, I'll shut down if you're too aggressive with your tone or how you're bringing it to me. Um, so I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. Working on how to resolve conflict. But for the most part, I can listen and take note of it, and I'm gonna try to correct. I'm gonna try to correct it, especially if I feel like yes, I am wrong in this. It's when I think the biggest part is when you don't feel like you're wrong.
Yeah. But that's why I say I have to reflect on what made you, what triggered you to have a problem with what I just did or what I did a long time ago. Yeah. So my thing is bring it up right now. I don't like it when you talk about what I did last week. Yeah. It's like.
But sometimes people
don't keep it inside because I don't think it was a problem and I don't remember. Because you know I smoke. So I'm like, what? What you talking about? Okay, I got some. I don't want to know about no sandwich.
I'm trying to think, is this the one we in?
So
I think so.
Because these are vague. These are just random.
What was the other question about conflict in relationships? Let me see if my notes saved on this phone. If it's synced.
It is. Let's just make up one. Let's see.
Okay, we go back to freestyle because my notes in the phone I'm recording them.
How many conflicts would you have before you break up? I got 10.
I had 1,000.
I must say, I got 10 in me. That's it. Because
I think it depends on what the conflict is.
Yeah, and how big it is. So big, huge ones, I'll say 1. Because that big, huge one is so big, you had to cheat. I'm not saying.
So
I'm not thinking around.
That's what I'm saying. So is cheating a no for you?
Cheating is a no.
Cheating?
Yeah, because my get back is the boss up. So I really will never say, oh, I'm going to get some get back and just cheat on you. We're going to be so fine. Because you're going to do it again. Because I just forgave you. You might be mad at what I did, but then I can't tell you. Because then you're going to be big mad.
So what is cheating? What is cheating for you? Let's talk about
cheating can be because I don't know. I'm really a sociable person.
I'm talking about for him.
Oh.
What is cheating?
Cheating is, but that's why I had to say I'm social. Because I don't, if I would see him talking to you and I didn't know you, I'm okay because I know what he do. So he got to talk to people. And I got to talk to people. But touching, any too much. For what? She had a piece of grass, so just little stuff like that, and then full on. It's just touching, full on touching or little touching. It's a no. And then I want to say deep conversations and you're a nobody. Like if that person is interested in you and it's a complete stranger, and y'all common ground is like advice on relationships, but y'all not family or nothing. So it's like y'all really giving each other advice on we would be so good, but if your person do this, then that'd be better. Cause
is talking on the phone to the opposite sex in general, or only if you feel like the conversation has went past the point?
Only when it went past the point, because I have had I've done it. I don't think it's wrong because my thing is I didn't go past the limits. So if you do it, what's past the limits? I ain't done it now because if they got a problem with it, I'm just not gonna do it. But if it's like you ain't saying nothing, I'm just doing me, this is me. I'm not cheating. I'm not touching. I'm not kissing. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm not in nobody's space. My thing is just
nothing physical.
Yeah, just nothing physical. Cause I'm chill. I'm not insecure. So you can talk to whoever you want, but if they take you from me or could
take you,
yes, cause I've been taken before. I've been taken once or twice before, and so I know you could be took. You could be took, but it's like I'm coming in a new age, and it's like I know your boundaries beforehand. So it's like if you don't want me to talk to nobody, I'm not gonna talk to nobody. But I do hair. I'm talkative. I'm not friendly, but I'm very social and cordial. And it's like I can be in a room full of people and everybody I have a good time because I'm there. That's what I'm saying. But I ain't did nothing with you. I'm just really making you laugh. Like I'm really just a funny person. So that's my flaw. I'm hilarious.
Okay. To me, cheating, shit.
It's just physical for me. That's why I said, because
talking on the phone is cheating me.
But how did you get the number? That's what I'm saying. It's like to go into it.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I'm in a call group where everybody's talking, it's more than that person on the phone. So that's not cheating. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
How did you get the number?
I feel like entertaining.
What y'all talking about?
I feel like entertaining too much is just too much.
But what y'all talking about?
I feel like if you don't want me to do it, you don't do it.
Okay, I'm with you with that. That's why I'm good. I'm on
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm on a straight and narrow.
If you have an issue with me having a friend, I have an issue with you having a friend. So it depends on the person.
See, the issue be they think the friend want to touch me, and I'm like,
that's a real thing though. Like, if you know a person is attracted to you and you still entertaining them and you're in a relationship, I feel like that's a no-go.
That's cheating in the mind. Cheating. But it's more of you overthinking.
And then a lot of people say females are the only ones that cheat mentally first, but I feel like males cheat mentally first.
Because then they wish they could get out of this. Like, it's crazy.
I feel like they be thinking about. I feel like just like women women make up mentally in their mind if they're gonna cross the line with a person or not. I feel like men do the same thing.
But see,
even though they'll say like I don't have any attachment, by just having sex with a person.
See, mine is deep. The having sex is deep, so it's like I have to leave you because obviously I'm bored. You really in the way, because then I'm not accessible to that person because you're here. Yeah, and then I'm like, but I don't know. I give it time. I try to resolve our issues before I break it off. Unless you just don't give
cheating is a no-go.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you mentally processed it, made up your mind that you was gonna do that. I feel like it's a no-go because I wouldn't do it.
It just, I don't want to be the reason why. So, yeah, you gotta fuck up. So I'm just not gonna fuck up just because I don't want to be the one fucking up.
Have you? We not even. We not.
Have I fucked up?
We're not gonna ask that question. Next.
Go ahead.
No, we're gonna skip that. We're gonna save that for another podcast.
Come back to it. Tell me. Take us to it.
See, what's another good one when it comes to relationships? Ooh, let's do ideal dates. We're gonna get off the cheating thing and get on a romantic side.
Because I ain't had that problem. You know, my ex was that problem. So, you know,
ideal dates. What's your ideal date?
Okay, since we can't say picnic anymore, I like to go outside. Like anything outside. I like to hike. I like to fish. I like to just paint outside. Like I just like outside. But when it gets cold, I like outside. But only when it's snowing, I like outside. But when it's freezing, oh no. I'm only out. I just get hot chocolate. But I really just love outside in the summertime and looking at snow. That's it. So it's like outside, eating.
Clearly. Anything with food.
Eating with food, but I like to sit in. And these guys don't like to sit in.
They want to get the food to go.
So I'm compromising. So it's like they compromise by going with me to the place. Because if you don't go with me, I'm eating it by myself. And I'm bringing you something. So
we know that.
Yeah, so they're compromising like I'm gonna come with you because I know you want to go. But I probably have enough time to buy one drink waiting on the food. So that's me. Like, I didn't really get what I wanted, but you came. So I know you're tired, you gotta go to work. So.
Okay. My ideal day, I like anything that can kind of like make my heart race. And like this.
You like adrenaline.
Yeah, I like adrenaline rush.
I don't like adrenaline.
And it's she be
going
with me just because she a rider. She a rider. She a rider. And on roller coasters, everything.
Yes, and I was terrified of roller coasters, but I don't want to be the one holding the bags. So if I won't say I'm scared of heights because I've done too much stuff to be scared of heights, but I don't look down and I don't.
And she closed her eyes the whole time. She like this on the ride.
So you can say what you want, but I don't look.
So with me, a lot of people, because I'm so chill.
That pulls you closer to them though when you do something crazy.
So because I'm so laid back and chill most of the time, people assume that I don't like adventurous stuff.
So they be like, oh.
But I really do.
Well, she out of the box.
Like, I wanted to go parasailing so bad when we was just in the mountains, but I had the kids with me and a whole bunch of people that didn't want to do it.
Cause I
didn't go, but like parasailing, skydiving, ATVs, I done did zip line 1,000 times.
I want to do that next time.
Yeah, ATV and whitewater rafting. Like I get so bored with. I do not like movie dates.
Movie dates is now I actually have movie dates. Like I actually have.
I do not like movies.
I don't like scary movies.
Can't stand scary movies.
I don't watch.
I feel like if I'm gonna watch a movie, I'm more comfortable watching a movie at home.
Yeah. Just because I can be comfortable.
Yeah, in the house and chilling.
Movie theaters are cold, but
I fall asleep in movie theaters.
We go as a family, so I would say as a date, maybe not.
I fall asleep with family at the movie theaters. Like,
but it has to be my dad get the tickets from the bank.
It has to be a very, very interesting movie for me.
We just went to not see Equalizer.
Fall asleep in a movie. Most of the time, I'm falling asleep.
I'm so food in, so it's.
I don't like movie dates, and I feel like you really can't get to know a person on a movie date because you can't really talk. Mm-hmm. So if y'all only do a movie,
I talk through the whole movie.
I mean, I'll be guessing the movie. If I say woke, I'm guessing the movie.
Look, my man said.
I know exactly what the fuck about to happen.
I know, look, man. He be like, hey,
yeah. So I really don't like movie dates. If we go out to eat, I feel like
new places.
I feel like new places, and the vibe of the restaurant should be the vibe that you want to give off. So don't have me to dress up because y'all know I like to put clothes on.
Yes. And they don't have a bar.
When I do step out, I like to put clothes on. So I don't want to feel like I'm overdressed.
Down to the T.
Tell me.
I'm overdressed all the time.
What vibe we in? Because I'm dressing different if we doing like
something
put or something active.
Like I want to do that X thing.
Yeah, I do want to do the X rolling. I'm gonna dress different.
Let's talk about it later.
Okay. I want to dress different.
Yes.
For something like that than a fancy restaurant. So.
But how fancy? Because I want to do the heel and he do the suit, but I get these hood niggas. No suits. Unless it's he in the wedding.
Yeah, I feel like men could get a little bit more creative with dating.
But, I mean, when I do leave it to him to the side, it's like, oh, you thought of this.
Yeah, I want to feel like you're thoughtful. I want to feel like I like little love notes. He cooks. We do a switch swap. I like this. This is my relationship. This is my idea. Because the rest of them, but I like little small sentimental stuff too. Like I like love notes. But I think decorate the room or some stuff. Like
I had to learn that it's like I think I expected it, and it's like these dudes not raised like us, you know, or they didn't have parents.
I just feel like if you care enough. Hell, I wasn't raised seeing.
Yeah, but you
the type of dates I like. I ain't seen my uncle do that for me.
I seen it on TV, and
I ain't even really seen some of the stuff I like on TV. I feel like if you really like somebody, you'll Google stuff, you'll research, you'll listen to what they say they like, and you'll make the date fit around what the conversation has been.
And I say outside and I say food all the time. But you know, your uncle didn't give us no birthday parties. You know, he took us each out on a date and told us this is how a man's supposed to treat you. Mm-hmm. So, I'm good. I know what a man's supposed to do. It's just I can't do it. That's it. But this one right here, he's doing it.
I feel like with accurate communication, listening to each other.
And really listening.
Really listening to each other.
Because I said it.
And not only listening, but watching certain things.
I
always tell people always think I'm so darn bougie. But
I will.
Shut up. But one of the things I like a whole lot is colorful socks. You could literally go anywhere.
I like long socks.
And get like some colorful socks. Some cute little socks. Put it in a little basket. Put a little love note with it. I'm like, oh, what a good smell good.
Yeah, see, I think mine is I can't say it.
Graham.
I like Graham and like different, you know, when Victoria's Secret have a little sale.
Yeah, that's
so crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think any woman likes smell good. Any woman like a good bottle of perfume, a good lotion.
I am in there. You
body wash.
You in there.
You in there. And I smell good.
You know how to use it.
And if you smart, you pick up a lingerie too. Just saying.
But that goes with the expecting. So it's like.
But that's not an expectation. I feel like if men could be a lot smarter.
I do it for them. That's how.
And my thing is
do it for me because I do it for you.
Well, my thing is.
That's
some stuff that women really like is not really even that expensive. It's actually cheaper.
All the stuff I like is free.
Some gifts are cheaper than going on a date out to eat.
That's why I cook at home sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause eating out is expensive now. You're guaranteed to spend over $100 for 2 people.
I am guaranteed telling you this count.
Well,
you know
we talking about me.
Well,
what I eat.
We just went and watched the game.
You love crab legs.
$20. $20.
Not for 2 people though.
$20. $20. Do you know you gotta look up sales? You gotta look up.
She is a budgeter when it comes to food because she eat out almost every single day, a couple times a day.
Yes. Taco truck, $8. Full. Crab legs. He likes something totally different, so I get crab legs po' boy, $27.
See, I ain't ate at Applebee's like that in a minute.
Applebee's.
The place I eat crab legs said it's $30 for the crab legs.
After 9 at Applebee's is half off everything, but right now they got endless boneless wings. So we did that.
I need to stop DoorDashing.
We did that, and then the little drinks they got for $5.
Yeah,
I had 3.
I need to stop DoorDashing.
I only spent $45.
I want my spouse
and Eli
to be a little bit more frugal because I spend money.
No, see, this is what I do.
I need somebody can teach
I
me
do date and then you do date,
that.
but he don't like when I do the date. He like to at least get the drinks or at least let me get the food. Or
well, that's me. If I go on a date with somebody,
I be like, no, let me do this one. You do the next one, so I can bullshit.
If I go on a date, I'm leaving a tip.
Okay. Well,
whether they leave a tip or not, I'm gonna leave a tip. So if I'm not paying, like I'm gonna leave a tip. I'm a big tipper.
I just started tipping.
My grandma always told me that when you plan something, plan for the tip because people are in the service industry. They're servicing you. They're serving you their, they're serving your food. Like you always treat them, or
Yeah, I just said this is a job we chose. Sometimes you don't get one.
Oh my God. I mean, sometimes people just don't have it, but I try to plan my tips.
Sometimes you don't have it.
Cause you'll be surprised. Like, remember when we went downtown? That guy,
I know he was like, "Oh my God."
He was just like,
but that's
ecstatic.
Not every day. That's why he was ecstatic. Cause he like, they give me $5 at each table. That adds up. He got $100 all day, and then you gave him $100. He like. This is why I'm working.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You sure you don't want your change? Like, let me talk to you. Give me some.
Let me split that with you.
That's mine.
He fixed my drink, though. He fixed my drink.
He did.
He never heard of it before. He did great. He fixed my drink.
Sometimes he be messing up on my order. That's why I don't tilt him. I go to the same place.
She's such a regular that she knows the driver.
Yeah, they know I'm coming in for 2 mimosas. You don't need no tip for that. You can keep I tip you like at the club. You keep the $2. I mean, he went. This is all right, baby.
See, that's why I don't go out because I'm a big tipper.
That's where you spend.
People get mad at me about what I tip most of the time.
That's where you spend all your money. I think gratuity is between a big tip is $20. So you going overboard. You going overboard.
I
you going overboard because that's it. You just said you did 100 before. What you do that for?
I don't know. I felt moved.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I always get it back. I feel like I always get it back.
That's your blessing. That's your blessing. I get it back when I get my $5. I get it back. I get it back in $10, $20. I get it back.
What's the most romantic thing anybody has done for you?
Ooh, oh my God. You know when they do, oh my God, I don't even want to say it. Oh, it was Okay, I was in Charlotte. I love Charlotte. Okay, he told me go down to get 2 towels, right? I went, the room is, you know, we just went in there and then I gotta go get 2 towels, come back. It's roses from the elevator to the room. Yes. Yes.
Damn, he did that fast.
Nigga.
He got damn
Petals.
running through the goddamn hotel.
Pedals to the room door. So I put the key in slow, like, oh
Oh my god.
so I put it in, that motherfucker turned green. I opened it, it's pitch black in there. Got like an LED light on one side of the wall. So I'm like, nigga, this ain't our house. Settle down. Or I'm like, what you about to do, cuz? I told you. They try to trap me, but they can't trap me. Okay, so then it spelled I love you on the bed, and it had 3 balloons on each side, and then it was like a candle burning. It had a balcony. It was 2 mimosas on the balcony, and he was on the balcony with a promise ring.
Oh, that
I know, I cried, because, you know, I was sucker.
I would have cried.
Girl, I started crying, and I guess he thought that would keep me forever. Oh, my God. It didn't, but it was so nice.
That was sweet.
That's what I'm saying.
I've done it before. I've never had somebody
Oh,
do
girl,
it.
you made me. I'm gonna tell my man to do it. Goddamn.
I've done it before, but I've never had it done for me.
But I
which
see
is
when
sad.
I did it. When I did it, I did the little pop out box for the man. You know.
Well, when I did it, I tried to use masculine colors. So I did, I think it was white rose petals. And,
oh, that's nice.
The balloons was blue and white.
Ooh.
And I had like the little lingerie set.
Now, see, you get your prize after.
And then I had the gift bags with the stuff in it. But yeah, I haven't had it done for me, and I'm just like.
But that's what I mean, like expecting it. I did not expect him to be the one to do that.
Yeah.
But I told him about the promise ring, like, I think I was getting on nerves about it. But to do all that with it, it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just cried.
I always feel like I'm always the person that think of like the extra stuff to do.
Well, it's
And the
me
person
too,
with
but
that.
I had to back up. Because I did that to my aunts. And I told that, like, that's my way of telling you what I want done as I do it to you. Cause
They don't always get it.
No,
Yeah.
they don't get it. See, the last one, I did it about 20 times.
No, I ain't doing 20.
I did it 20. I was stupid. I was crazy and dangerously in love.
I'm in love
But
with you.
my man now, oh my God. He did the flowers. He bought me flowers, came by. I had to leave, but it was like during hair. So it was like,
That's the best.
yeah, because then I'm like,
I feel like when they do it privately, you'd be like, oh.
yes.
When
Yeah,
they
I
do
don't
it in
mean
front
to
of
bother
other
you.
people and they give it
Yeah,
to
then
you,
the client
just be
looking like, look, the client like,
they be like, girl. I'm like, yeah, girl.
You talking about-
Give me a bragging moment.
look,
Give
he
me a
the one
bragging
that be
moment.
rubbing your feet.
Yes. Give me a bragging moment.
I'm like,
Yeah, give me
girl,
a bragging moment.
you about to have 2 braids. You about to get up out of here. For to come tomorrow.
Yeah, give me a bragging moment.
I like that. That I don't know. When you do, like when you said small stuff, I'm big on small stuff. But it's like they try to outdo themselves. And it's like you ain't have to do that. Like he won't do nothing unless he do have that outstanding money. But I'm
And
like,
it's crazy
don't
because
do
I've
it.
gotten like a lot of gifts, like jewelry and stuff. But it's like I don't know if they get so anxious to where they feel like they just ready to give it to you, or it like wasn't thought out.
It's
like
anxious and it's, oh, I got her this, so she gonna do this. Cause I'm like,
I don't even feel like it was for like with a lot of the jewelry and stuff that I got. I don't even think it was for me to give something back.
no,
I
they
felt
want you to respond like,
I
oh
felt-
my God.
No, I was excited about it, but I'm saying like with him doing all of that on top of the promise ring, that's like a well thought out thing. Sometimes like people just hand you the bag, or like my mom like is so impatient about Christmas gifts and stuff and give it to you before Christmas.
I couldn't help myself.
I couldn't hold it.
I know you wanted it, and
I feel like it starts to be like that. Like in my situation, I feel like the dude was so anxious to get me whatever the gift was.
I would say I would think you're hard to please. Everybody
always think
if I was your man, if I'd be like, you know, just how you deal with your own stuff. That's why I think that, because you take care of yourself like this.
Well, so, that's my thing.
So this little piece of chocolate ain't shit. You talk about you like turtles. I'm gonna have to give you a bag of turtles this big. Not no one little turtle.
But I think that's the misconception though. But it's just because I do a lot for myself,
but it's
and take care of myself, that don't mean I wouldn't appreciate.
Well, they would have to be with you for a long time to know maybe just the one thing is okay.
I feel like I can say a lot of stuff about my ex.
Cause you did a lot for them, so they like, I gotta do a lot for you.
I feel like my ex got it when it came to gifts.
Only because
every gift
he knew what you liked.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He paid attention to know. Because you got to give him credit for that.
I only give
you don't want to get no credit because of the situation. But think about it. Let me name off some gifts right quick. So,
but listen.
Hold on.
Didn't he gift himself the same thing?
No.
Sometimes.
Listen. Some of the gifts he got was not stuff that I actually asked for.
Okay. It was something you said probably 2 months ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like the makeup kit, you know, that makeup class that I wanted, that was $1,000.
Okay.
And it came with all the makeup. From the lady I went and took the class with in the UK. So that was really a big purchase. And something I really, really wanted and really could use. She is retarded.
Because I don't know, I felt like on the outside looking in, because I mean, I would think if you got me something, you get yourself some shit, it's your life. But I felt like the bigger he did, the more shenanigans he can go get. Because then it'd be like, well, he did get me this.
She feel like the gifts was...
It was like a bribery to where, let me do this bullshit real quick. Because I got a lot of bullshit that I'm about to do. But I gotta please you first, because then you go.
I don't know. I did feel like no matter like the discrepancies and the stuff we had that went on. That
you share bathroom. Somebody's in the shop.
Yes. I feel like a lot of stuff was thoughtful though. Like
It was.
I could say, so
well, we was cool.
For instance,
he was cool.
I'm a sucker for Hallmark because I like poetry. So he remembered that and made sure my cards was from Hallmark.
Yeah.
I am a sucker for
Twigs. That's the best. Hallmark is the best.
But people can go to the Dollar Tree.
I want somebody.
I'm a sucker for twigs. Like I like florists, so I like dahlia.
You like flowers.
The florist dahlia, and I like twigs. The florist, and my flowers came from twigs, which is not a cheap flower. It's not a cheap flower.
I don't even know twigs.
Yeah,
I think you're talking about a twig.
No, twigs is across from home.
That's what I'm saying.
So it was just like the little small things. Not really, because you know I do like them forever roses. This is more expensive than that.
Ain't got one of them. Remember the little bear flower you got? Ain't got one of them.
Yeah,
you're nice. You have to get nice. I'll take one rose. One rose, and I'll hold it till it dies.
I like keeping my flowers alive.
I put it in the water, but you know,
eventually.
I don't get no sun in the back of my apartment.
Yeah, so eventually they die. But I did feel like compared to some of my other relationships, he paid a lot of attention.
I think it was only because I think
I do give a lot.
Yeah, you gave so much that it was like I gotta do this for her. So he thought about it, yes, but it was like you got all these perks that come with it. You gonna have to keep her happy, but because if you don't detail the car, you don't drive the car. I mean, make it make sense. Come on, you been in this motherfucker all week, and it's on 8.
Oh, Jesus, man.
I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm not picking at him because he detailed the fuck out of it. So he knew his job. That's all. I say he did it very well.
Yeah. So, ladies,
let's get off us.
We've had some experiences.
Yes, we had to step back in a time. Because I don't have terrible dates.
What's your worst date?
Oh my God. I think after I tell y'all this, y'all need to call the police on him. Oh my God. I met a guy at the barbershop. Because,
she love to get a cut.
I get my cuts, I get the design, I get the color. I do the color myself, but it just, the way it fades, it just looks good. So when I get out that chair and they go poof, and I get up, they see the rest. So then they want to talk. And it's like, you ain't got to talk to me, right now. I just gave you my number. So, it went off?
No.
So then, I think he was like, okay, we need to hang out. No, he wanted to get his hair done. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, you got my attention.
That's what I like being plants.
Girl, tell me why the next time he had like some little, when the dudes did the little circle rubber band posts. I'm like, no, because I don't like that. They
look weird.
I would name a place that it gives, but I ain't gonna give it. But it gave me very hood broke. So I was like, But he was like, okay, I'm going to take you on a date. I waited till I was officially done with, because, he still was calling or whatever. So I got officially done. Tell me why he pulled up on me. I wouldn't tell him where I stayed, so I met him down the street. So I came out of another building, so it looked like I was in that building. Mm-hmm. Girl, tell me why he was dressed like 2001 Brooklyn or Harlem. He had a big old coat on, like it was cold, and then had Timberland boots and big Levi's. I'm like, what the hell? What kind of date we going on? And you looking like, I don't know, young Jim Jones.
He didn't look like that at the barbershop.
No. But I didn't look like the barbershop either because girl, I had 30 inches in. So I think he didn't know what bitch he just got. Because when I got in the car.
You had a 30-inch curly on?
No, 30-inch straight. I straightened it. Yes. I'm walking towards the car. He gets out the car. And I'm like, if you're not walking to the other side, then you're not opening the door. So what are you coming outside the car for? Because you coming towards me, so that means you about to tell me something. He said, my homeboy in the car, I'm about to drop him off.
Oh, you just opened the store.
He opened the back seat. I'm like, well, you is about to drop him off, so.
I guess.
And I'm in my head, I'm like, turn the location on. I done did it again, y'all. I done fucked up. Jesus. It's just, then I was just in the back seat, music playing good, I'm like, okay. And then I think we went about 50 minutes of driving. And I'm like, we ain't went on no date yet. When this nigga getting out of the car? We pull up on somebody and another person get in. So then I switched because he was like, I want to see my girl. I'm like, oh, that wasn't. That wasn't nice. You just want to put your hand on my knee or something. And you ain't getting frisky.
No frisky
But
here.
look, mind you, I got my spray in my pocket, right? I'm ready to pepper spray somebody. So I had to make sure it was, flipped this way. So it's still locked. It ain't on because I almost sprayed myself. And he said, "What you got going on?" So I left it alone. Girl, the one in the back lost a bet, right? Gambling, wherever they picked them up at. The other dude that was in the front is in the back now. He opens something. Swore he went to get some gas. This man had a 60 ball in the back. I think that's what they call it.
60 ball, 8 ball.
That boy had, I was saying 60 ball because it was a big ball of white. Since we censored, you know what I'm talking about. And he was generous or their best friend because they went in rotation twice. I don't know. It was for free. And I thought, maybe he thought I was going to get excited. Like, oh, they got some. I said, oh, my God. And I didn't watch him because I didn't want to say I seen him do it. So, I just heard, and I said, maybe his nose is running. But then I heard it again, and then the dude behind me begging for the rest. He begging.
They went through the whole bag.
I don't know. I didn't look back. and at this point, I think I did it because it's in the air. I think it missed somebody's nose. I don't know. Lord. I think I did something. So I was in my head plotting on how I'm going to rob this nigga. I'm going to take his car, I'm going to spray everybody. And I was somehow get them out the back seat. But I know I could get him out the front seat because I was spray him, kick him, and pull off. Lord. So I was like, oh, never again. I just started praying, and I said, Lord, just get me back home. So I was like, I told you I got to go to work. He was like, why you ain't going to call out? No, I ain't going. I said,
I'm messing up my money. Sorry.
I was like, but this is the last day that I got. We can meet up tomorrow. We can meet up next week. But get me home so I can block them. It did everything. Tried to come in so bad when he took me home. Because he dropped them off.
Oh, he finally dropped them off.
I think I was in Greenwood, girl, because I went all the way up.
25?
Yes. Girl, I was an hour out from my house.
Hell no.
I was supposed to
come get me.
Yes, but I didn't know where I was. That's how I was like, the location on. So at least y'all know the car's still moving. This motherfucker stopped. Call the police. Because these three big niggas, I was just about to run. But in my head, I was just like, take the car. Take the car. I don't know how I'm going to take the car. I'm going to take the car. And then I said, you look so good if you give him the thought that, oh, I like you. Just, I see
you had to play it cool.
Yeah. Because I heard... like, I ain't never did no drugs. I only smoke my good stuff, I ain't never.
That
was the worst thing.
Like a horrible.
I ain't never been around that. That's like me saying I've been around rocks. I ain't been around rocks.
If I ever had a horrible date.
I mean, the food can be horrible. A horrible date is a horrible date. Somebody who don't wash their hands.
I'm just trying to think if I done had one, like...
Can you stand smacking? I don't care. As long as you ain't slobbing on food jumping out your mouth, but... I don't know. That's the only date, and that wasn't even a date. That's why it was horrible, because it was a promise date, and it didn't get fulfilled.
What you gonna do?
Look at you. Can't tell that.
That
was a clean one.
I was gonna tell a date, but not a date, a situation, but
say a situation, because I just saw the situation. They know it.
Baby, you gonna be up in the comments.
Ooh.
I've had a list of stalkers.
Yes. See, I'm not even gonna talk about mine because then they gonna come back up. If I talk,
I can bring up the college situation. It's old enough.
That's an old stalker. He don't even know you know.
I don't even think he
got
follow me anymore.
He got family now.
Yeah.
They don't even know he used to be a stalker.
So I was dating a guy, my first real boyfriend actually.
Ooh.
My first real boyfriend in college.
That's why he don't think it was.
I was a good girl. Y'all. My first real boyfriend was in college.
It was real good. When you said you never snuck out before, I said,
Was driving at 16, still never stuck out of the house. Never lied and said I was going to work.
Stole the car, jumped out the.
I had my own car at 16. I never would say like I was going to work and then do something else. My friends used to try to get me to do it all the time. Like, oh, I'm crazy. Y'all crazy. I'm not doing it.
She'll come to my job.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
She'll bring me lunch.
So I just never did the typical teenage stuff. I don't feel like. Now, when I was 11, I tried little stuff, but after getting embarrassed one time, it was over. I ain't do that no more. Mom came to Tropical Island. I don't know if you remember that. I tried to go with my friends to Tropical Island. It was like, Kanisha Harris, your mom said, get your butt up here. And it was packed too.
I know you.
And I thought I was cute, girl. But anyway, back to the crazy situation. So I was dating this guy in college. We ain't gonna say no names. If you want to school me, you know.
Popcorn.
And we broke up. I broke up with him. So freshman year, we started dating second semester freshman year. It was like this, 2 peas in a pod.
Oh my God.
And when I went home over the summer, he started acting different, and he was trying to say how he wasn't a phone person no more, like, and all of this stuff. So, you know,
I don't think I heard this.
I'm green, but I wasn't that damn green,
you
you know? So I was just like,
it's second semester of college.
I used to be kind of, I ain't even gonna say vindictive, but when I was younger, I used to be like really, really petty. Like really petty. Like I wanted to hurt you. Like I wanted to gut you. I wanted to hit you where it really hurted.
That's what she did it from.
So I was like, I had a plan in my head. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna act like we still in this relationship. When I go back to school, I'm gonna dump his ass. Like I had it planned in my head because I knew he was cheating. Because how in the hell you all of a sudden ain't no phone person? And we was like this, like, every day. My best friends in college would get so mad at me because I would ditch them. I wouldn't go to the college parties. I stopped going to the frat and sorority parties.
Lame.
Like, yeah, I was really lame. If I wasn't in my books, I was with him. So that whole, I'm not a phone person bull was like, you trying to play me? I would have been listening. You don't know who my brother said. I would have been like who my brother said.
Listening to Whitney Houston. I got a credit card.
It's not right. So
I would trip myself up.
I get back to school. I dump him because I just called it bull. And back in the day, like I didn't really have to have no evidence of you cheating. If I really felt like you was cheating, my intuition told me, and I dumped
steering me right.
Yeah, so and I was always right too. That's the crazy thing. I would just dump you. So I dumped him. I don't even think he took it serious. He didn't start stalking me until a month after I dumped him. Now, mind you, when he started stalking me, and I mean, we ain't talking about no look. We talking about calling me, telling me what I was wearing, who I was talking to, where I was at. It was really bad. And like I used to hang with the DJ or whatever, and everybody had his number because he was a plug. So when I would go to his house, he would stop calling my phone back to back and start calling his phone back to back.
The DJ?
DJ slash
Ooh,
pub.
jump scare.
So he was like, man, my phone does not ring from these crazy numbers until you come over here. So during the time like of him stalking me, it was two girls fighting over him, and he has like a very, very unique name, y'all. Like a very unique name that nobody else has. So I knew they was talking about him. They was fighting in the car where we went to the mess halls that we would go and eat. And I'm like, well, can y'all tell him to stop stalking me? So I wasn't drinking. I didn't start drinking until my second year, y'all. After he started stalking me, that's when I started drinking. So before then, I was not drinking alcohol.
And a toast to that.
So we started taking shots over. We just gonna call him the DJ. We started taking shots. Me and my best friend started taking shots over the DJ house one night. They was answering the phone because this fool still was calling like back to back.
What?
And we would freestyle, y'all. So the game was you would go bar for bar. So you had to go up 2 bars every time it rotated around a circle. If you couldn't, like, you start off with 2 bars. If you couldn't spit the 2 bars, you had to take a shot. So if you didn't have no rhyming ability, your ass was drunk really fast. Oh, and then when it would go around, you had to go 4, then you had to go 6, 8, on and on. So by the end, you basically drunk. Yeah. So we all about drunk off of Everclear. The worst alcohol, the college alcohol.
That's how you make the drinks.
Yeah, the cheapest alcohol that's gonna give you a hangover, mess up your stomach.
The good stuff.
I do not recommend.
Taka-baka.
So we was answering the phone and like freestyling, talking joke about him, and he would just hold the phone until the dude would hang up. It was so weird. So we ended up getting so drunk that night. We spent the night over there. So the next morning, we going back to the dorm. I had an 8 o'clock class. I do not recommend. If you're a new college student, do not take an 8 o'clock class if you know you going party. Do not do it. So I get up because I was driving in college. I was the only one with a car. There was a freshman out of my friends. And I drive everybody back to the campus. Me and one of my best friends stayed on the same hall. I stayed in a co-ed dorm, and I stayed in a dorm where the mess hall was at. So the mess hall is on the bottom, and it's the mess hall. So I'm on the top floor.
What he do to your room? I already know.
So when I was coming up the stairs,
that's what we do.
Now, mind you, he didn't go to the same school. He played ball at a school that was close by. So we going up the stairs, and I get this gut feeling.
Never came home.
I get this gut feeling that this man is in my dorm room. Now, mind you, I did not have suite mates. So I had
let him in.
2 white girls that were suite mates, and we shared a bathroom. They never stole from me or anything, so I would leave my bathroom door unlocked sometimes. So I'm coming up the stairs, and I tell April, one of my best friends, she crazy as hell. She
in the closet.
I said, girl, why I feel like this man's gonna be in my room? And she was like, girl, you still drunk. Like she like, you still drunk, bitch. I was like, no, I'm not.
I'm over here like this.
I was like, I feel like this man gonna be in my room. And Jay like, there's no way. We got a security guard at the bottom. Because we had left at 12 o'clock that night. So the security guard that's supposed to check the IDs when you come into the dorm was already there before we left. I get upstairs and I open up my dorm room. Who is laying on the bed in my dorm? No, this man is laying on the bed, and they ain't shit because we open the door. I said, I told y'all. They go down the hall. They like, leave me on my own. Like, girl, cause that man could have hurt me.
To be on campus, you gonna get in trouble.
Man, this girl, they leave, basically. They leave me. So now my heart racing, y'all. This dude was probably almost 7 feet tall, 200-something pounds. I would say security. He wasn't a big guy, but he was muscular, and he was darn near at the darn goal post.
I would have said security.
When he played basketball. So he was very tall and he had weight on him. A lot of muscle mass. So I'm up here in my head like,
you want to talk.
I'm scared.
What are you doing?
But I'm hungover.
Mm.
So I had 2 beds still because it's made for you to have a roommate. I just didn't have a roommate. So I'm so hungover. I lay on the other bed because he trying to act like he sleep. I lay on the other bed.
So you broke in and fell asleep, nigga.
I lay on the other bed like, I ain't even got time to deal with this right now.
Jesus.
My head was hurting so bad. Do not do Everclear. I do not recommend. So I'm sitting here laying on the other bed. Now he done jumped up. And he like trying to talk. Now mind you, at this point we had been broken up like 3 or 4 months. With me not talking to him at all. He had been stalking me that whole entire time. So I'm so hungover, I'm just like, maybe he'll leave if I just go to sleep. This nigga jumped the pillow from up underneath my head, y'all. And so then, like, the Kanisha, they got brothers that used to
that
beat
was
up,
abuse.
kicked in.
Yeah, that was abuse.
So
your head went like that. You hit me. My ass.
So I'm in my head thinking, like, maybe if I act crazier than what he's acting, he'll leave. So I jump up my little self, because I was 126 pounds soaking wet then. I jump up, like, you want to fight?
I'm trying to go to class.
I'm going to throw you out this. So I'm like, I'm going to throw you out this window. And he just like, man, I'm just trying to ask you gonna wash my clothes? What? Nigga, you been stalking me for 3 to 4
But
months.
you want me watching your dog.
You done broke into my room. And then he talking about he came through the suite mate's room because their door was unlocked. They didn't even know he had came through their room. They was asleep. So I had got so scared. It's like my adrenaline was rushing in. Like I was so scared. Like if this dude touched me, it's over for. Like I ain't gonna do nothing. If he grabbed me, anything, it's over. Like there's no way I could fight that big dude off. So I done slid on my. I still remember the outfit I had on. I done slid on my little pink furry slippers. You know the ones that used to be real furry back in the day.
Oh God. I
done slid those on, and when I tell you, when I hit that door, I ran down the house so fast and down them steps. So I done slide down. So then I went to the common area where they have like the commencement ceremonies and stuff. So like out there, girls be out there sunbathing.
Help!
Reading books and stuff. I'm still so hungover, so tired. I done lay on a step like that. Like
you just got out of there.
I'm laying back.
I thought you would get help.
No, I ain't going to get no help.
I would go get my homegirls, and I'm like,
so they left me.
Y'all fake. Get your tools. Get your tools, girl. Get your tools. Get your math book.
So the crazy thing is,
beat them up.
I'm laying here acting like I'm sunbathing with them because I'm so hungover. Like my head is just spinning. So my homeboy walked by and he like, Kanisha.
Yeah, you don't look like the part.
Why is you out here?
You don't look the part.
He said
they got baby.
No, they just be laying out there in their regular clothes. No.
Just a little break.
Yeah, they just be out there. Like we don't be out there. We be in the dorm.
Yes.
So I was laughing. He was laughing at me like, what is you doing out here? And I was like, you gonna never guess what happened. And he like, what? He talking about that dude still stalking me.
That man is
so he let me come back to his dorm. Now,
geez.
he was like the cool dude on campus. Like, it wasn't that many black people on campus. So mostly all the black people knew each other and kind of hung around each other.
Yeah.
The frat boys come over there. Everybody ball because they had a really good basketball team.
So you didn't get them to beat him up?
All the basketball, like they laughing. They think it's hilarious.
I would have got him beat up.
Everybody think it's hilarious. One Q dog. Gotta love my Q dogs. One Q dog walked me back to my door.
I don't like Q dogs. They throw me around.
They're aggressive. Yeah, very.
One picked me up and I was like.
That's what they do. That's a part of it.
No, but I wanted to kick him, but I was like, he gonna throw me. Yeah. And that's the only time I ever questioned my own ability. I was like,
So after they done clowned the fuck out of me almost the whole time I'm in there, they finally was
the
like,
Q dog loved you. I felt that.
the Q dog, yeah, the Q dog
He
was
the only
like,
one. He was like, that's not funny.
he was like, you
If
want
you
me to
was
walk
my
you back to your
sister,
dorm?
He would have.
Yeah, and it was big.
Yeah,
like,
he would have did
see,
something to you.
the dude was tall, but this dude was like big, like a linebacker.
Come meet your
like,
maker. Come
So-
meet your maker.
It was like 11 o'clock at night, y'all. I had been in that boy's room all day, scared to go back to my dorm. And so, of course, I ain't had Tiffany back then. I ain't had no mace back then. I ain't had no taser.
I kept mace, taser.
I don't know why I didn't have that
I didn't go
because
to college, but
the parking lot was so far away from campus.
I got it.
And in a gravel parking lot, like I really needed to have
I got it. I got the first weapon I got was a stick. The little police one.
No,
But I said, who I'm gonna beat with this?
So what ended up happening was he walked me back to my room. It was like 11 o'clock at night. He walked me back to my room. The dude was gone. Thank God. You know I can stay in that dorm at night.
I already know. I would have locked out.
When I ended up telling
I would have been a door locker.
when I ended up telling my suite mates about it, they called campus police. And they ended up putting me in the campus newspaper. They didn't put my name, they put the situation. They put the situation telling
Alert.
girls to start
Lock
locking
your
their room doors.
We have a victim that has not been attacked, but it could have turned out
It
worse.
could have been worse, and he don't even go to the school.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
Lock your doors, ladies.
lock your doors, ladies.
Just in
And
case.
males, because there's some crazy females out there too. And crazy
Because
males
if
out
he
there
can
too.
do it, she can do it.
Yeah.
I
So, that was the craziest situation.
I think
I
I
don't even know
always
if
had a
it's
taser, though.
I don't know if that's the craziest.
That was just the weirdest where I reacted that way. That's the way you worded it right there.
That was a crazy situation.
If I ever act scary to the point where it's to me it's scary, but in a situation
I was really scared.
yeah, but in a situation you did good to get out of it. Like you didn't go too crazy.
I was actually really scared. Now, do I feel like looking back on it now? Do I feel like he would have hurt me?
Yeah.
Not really.
But it's been 3 months.
Yeah, it was just weird that
Look, you and
you
him
still stalking me, and he stalked me for about a year until his mom ended up calling me. He was still telling his mom we were still in a relationship together, and that I had just been back home because my grandma was sick.
She just checking in on you. I'm like, no.
And she was just checking
your
in.
son.
And when I told her what he was doing, she was like, he crazy, just like his daddy. And she ended up sending him back to California. That jump was crazy.
He too far.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think my stalkers, I go ghost, and they never followed me around. It's just they always somewhere where I've been or I go. That's why I stopped posting
didn't
where
understand
I was.
how you don't go to
I
school
posted
here
later.
and you can tell me who I'm talking to, what I'm wearing, where I'm
He
at.
outside, he in the bushes.
That was the
He in a
weirdest
tree.
thing.
He in a tree.
I don't have that type of
Obviously,
time.
your campus ain't really campus.
It wasn't
Campus.
safe. It wasn't safe. But yeah, I wouldn't think a person would stalk somebody for that long.
Yeah, I think mine is. Well,
But I got a stalker longer than that.
yeah,
now.
I'm about to say I had a 7-year stalker. I had a
It's
4-year
11 years
stalker.
now. He just commented on some
I'm
junk the
over
other
here like
day.
you looking, but no, we want him gone.
I'm gone.
But my
Please, leave me
stalkers
alone.
just ain't mess with my money or nothing. So I'm just more like, leave me alone. Like, boy, I didn't even do nothing for you to be that crazy. I
We
think
didn't
one,
date that long
yeah,
for you to
one
be that
stalker.
crazy.
Well, 2, I had no date at all. It was just the conversation. I had one conversation. They just whole life. Like, we could be good together because of your dreams. And it's like, no, what you do? I want you to make the money.
I hope
I want to be a stay